Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now.
Money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snaps, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Seminole Eddie Pinheiro to get us started, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Gurley again here on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Matt Longacre in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. A nice little juke, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
58 now. 58-98. Express.
On 1st down, Carr. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, Lynch. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
Express.
First down, the run with Lynch. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a... And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
But you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. They find some open field here.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down. And make.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the intercept.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
29, 29, 27.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's got some space here. Shifts past him at the 45. Gets through, and now an opening. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Goff on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr gives to Marshawn. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
58-98. 24.
On second down, here's Carr. Steps away. Now he'll throw. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr going to throw. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 8 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Third and long. It's gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Harris now to return. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Lynch running the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slip.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr rolling to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Get set, get set.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr being chased out left. Lets it go for Nelson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He'll buy some time right. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 62 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Obama.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. On the move to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the end zone, Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Goff.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it. And now here's another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On first down, it's Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard Line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Ric Flair.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
Ric Flair.
On first down, it's Gurley. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7:34.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And some space here. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr now to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Samson Ebukam with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go Chief. Monday. Get set. 7:34.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Throwing now. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get set.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
That's going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Pinheiro down to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now a desk. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.